Hi, my name's Rob Raceman, and I've been working with the OSIsoft Pi system for about 20 years now, in all sorts of industries and done a little bit of everything. I'm at the Users Conference in San Francisco, California this week, and it's Monday morning. We're getting ready to do the Programming Hackathon. Getting ready to jump into a 24-hour competition. We're starting it this morning. It'll go through the night to tomorrow morning. OSIsoft has put together some Pi systems with some data and given us a challenge to see what we can find in that data, what kind of applications we can build, what kind of value we can get from this data. So in the past, they've given these things out, or that they've had these hackathons, and they kind of spring it on you when you get there. This year, they've done something a little different. They've shared some of the information from us ahead of time, or with us ahead of time, and so I've got the slides that they sent us right here. And so this year, they actually took some data. There's a Pi system at the San Diego airport, and it's collecting data. And so they've given us some of that data. Some of it's been anonymized, but it's real processed data from San Diego Airport. So they've given us some challenges. One of them is kind of the data scientist Pi user type scenario, which is you're given this data, go see what you can find in it. What's in that data. The types of data they have. They've got the HVAC system and indoor air quality monitoring data. They've got some electric vehicle charging stations on site, and they've got data from that. Um, they let's see, they have the electric vehicle charging stations, the EV chargers, information about the boilers and chillers. They've got some screenshots here from the AF structure, the asset framework structure, just to give us a general idea. Um, and of course, some high level. This is what an HVAC air handler looks like, and the measurements that are taken. So, what we'll have to do when we get in there is start looking at the data structure, start looking at the data that's available, and start coming up for some strategies for exploiting that data and some ideas for interesting things that we can do with it. Um, anyway, I'll be posting videos throughout the day, and probably hopefully some later on this week and maybe next week as I get back from the conference and have a little more time. But what I'm hoping to do is I've got two goals here. One of them is I've got existing customers and existing Pi users who are using Pi but aren't necessarily taking full advantage of the asset framework. This is a good opportunity for me to demonstrate to them some use case scenarios that'll maybe spark some ideas for them to start using their Pi system more effectively. And also for students who are learning to use the Pi system, I want to give you some insight into how some of the old pros that have been doing this for a long time are going to approach this kind of stuff. You've got this valuable store of information, but it's only valuable if you can do something with it. Just collecting data and letting it sit on a hard drive doesn't really do any good, add any value. So, hoping to give you guys some insight into some of the things that you can do with the Pi system. Hopefully, some of my other teammates. There'll be four of us on the team. Um, all experienced Pi people with different specialties and backgrounds. Most of the stuff that I do is implementing Pi systems and installing Pi systems and setting up interfaces to different systems and things like that. And I do programming, but primarily, at least for the last year, most of the stuff I've been doing has been in installations and architecting new systems or helping existing customers who maybe have older, out of date Pi software, or Pi systems get caught up. So I haven't done tons of programming lately, so I'm a little rusty on some of this stuff, and this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I'm sure there's going to be some people that are going to get in there and start whipping out web interfaces and doing Angular JS dashboards and stuff like that, and I'm going to struggle with some of that stuff. But hopefully, got a really good generalized idea of Pi. I've got a lot of experience. I've had a lot of use case scenarios and helped customers solve a lot of problems using Pi. So, hoping we can put in a valiant effort. But these screencasts, I'll be doing them, hopefully fairly frequently. I'll be posting them to my YouTube channel, and the production value is going to be low. This is going to be kind of seat in my pants, doing it as we go along as I have time. But hopefully, when I get done, it'll be something that'll be of some value to you and interesting to you. So, anyway, I got to get going, and gonna go grab some breakfast and get registered so that I'm ready to go at 9 o'clock. But hopefully, there'll be more posts. So stay tuned.